Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Thank you for joining us for the weekly press briefing. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif is traveling to Turkey today for a 2-day visit in a special gesture of solidarity and support with the people of Turkey in the wake of massive earthquake on 6th of February 2023. In Ankara, the Prime Minister will meet President Recep Tayyip Erdogan to personally convey heartfelt condolences on behalf of the entire Pakistani nation over the loss of precious lives and the widespread damage caused by the earthquake. He will also reaffirm Pakistan's solidarity to stand by our Turkish brothers and sisters during these difficult times and to continue all possible support to the ongoing relief efforts. The Prime Minister will also visit earthquake-affected areas in southern Turkey and interact with Pakistani search and rescue teams deployed in the area, as well as the survivors of the earthquake. Following the deadly earthquake, Pakistan has mobilized relief assistance for both Turkey and Syria. Our humanitarian assistance until yesterday included 12 flights to Turkey, 21 NLC trucks dispatched by road to Turkey, 2 flights to Syria, and 12 trucks dispatched by road to Syria. An 85-member urban search and rescue team is currently operating in Turkey, while a 10-member search and rescue team and a 10-member medical team are operating in Syria to support the relief efforts. Additional assistance is being sent through train and sea. These efforts are only a part of overall support being provided by several private and charitable organizations and individuals who are contributing to relief efforts for the brotherly people of Turkey and Syria. We are particularly grateful to the anonymous Pakistani who has contributed $30 million for the relief assistance in Turkey. Pakistan will continue to work with Turkey and Syria in the post-disaster rehabilitation and reconstruction phases. Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari is traveling today to Germany to attend the Munich Security Conference from 16th to 20th of February. At the conference, he will participate in multiple events, including roundtable discussions. He will hold bilateral meetings with his counterparts and leaders participating in the conference. Minister of State will also attend the Munich Security Conference. Foreign Minister will then travel to Lithuania for an official visit at the invitation of the Lithuanian Foreign Minister. In Vilnius, from 20th to 21st of February, he will hold extensive talks with Foreign Minister and call on the Speaker of the Lithuanian Parliament. The two sides will sign an MOU on the establishment of bilateral political consultations. In the last leg of his tour, Foreign Minister will visit Hungary from 21st to 22nd of February. The official talks with his counterpart, His Excellency Peter Szijjártó, the two sides will deliberate upon the entire spectrum of bilateral relations and exchange views on regional and international issues. The Foreign Minister will also sign 2 MOUs on bilateral cooperation between diplomatic academies, and another on sports and education between the two countries. Director General, International Atomic Energy Agency, Rafael Grossi, is in Pakistan for a 2-day visit. He has held meetings with the Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Pakistan. During these meetings, cooperation between IAEA and Pakistan in the areas of health, agriculture, industry, nuclear medicine, and power generation were discussed. Pakistan expressed full support for various projects and programs of the agency and conveyed our desire to expand cooperation and support for the agency's work. DG IAEA has visited Pakistan's Nuclear Medicine, Oncology and Radiotherapy Institution, NORI, and Chashma Nuclear Power Plant, where he inaugurated its spent tri-fuel facility, highlighting the importance of managing spent fuel safely and securely. He also visited Pakistan's Center for Excellence in Nuclear security. Pakistan and IAEA will enhance cooperation in terms of research on high-yield and drought-resistant varieties of crops. Pakistan will support neighboring countries as a regional center in the Rays of Hope program of IAEA. Yesterday, Norwegian Deputy Foreign Minister, who is currently on a visit to Pakistan, met with Foreign Secretary Dr. Asad Majid Khan as part of regular bilateral interactions. During the meeting, the two sides discussed diverse areas of bilateral cooperation, including investment, maritime cooperation, climate, and higher education. It was agreed to strengthen high-level exchanges and further expand mutually beneficial cooperation. The second round of Pakistan-US mid-level defense dialogue is currently underway in Washington, D.C. Pakistan's delegation is led by the Chief of General Staff, and while the US side is led by the US Acting Assistant Secretary of State, Indo-Pacific Security Affairs. A range of issues including defense and security cooperation, broader regional and global context, and regional and related issues are on the agenda of the talks. The two sides have reviewed the progress in bilateral defense and security cooperation since the first round of the dialogue, which was held in Pakistan last year. In-depth discussions were held on further strengthening defense and security cooperation. The two sides reaffirmed the significance of defense and security cooperation as an important pillar of the bilateral relations and significant factor in ensuring regional peace and stability. Counselor of the US Department of State, Derek Chollet, is visiting Pakistan with an interagency delegation from 16th to 18th of February. In Islamabad, Counselor Chollet will meet with Foreign Secretary and other senior officials. The discussions will focus on bilateral engagement process, which has been institutionalized in trade and investment, climate change, clean energy, health, security, education, and other shared priorities. Long-term cooperation with the US on flood rehabilitation and recovery will also be discussed. You may have noted that on 8th of February, the Chinese side handed over certain seeds of Pakistani origin to the Ministry of Science and Technology after 6 months aboard China's Tiangong manned space station. The project featured 7 varieties of Pakistani seeds, mainly medicinal plants and herbs. The plants were selected based on pharmacological properties and uses in traditional Greek and Chinese medicines by the International Center for Chemical and Biological Sciences, University of Karachi. They were taken into space by the China Manned Space Agency Shenzhou 14 manned space station last year and returned in December 2022 on the same mission's return flight. The trips to space would help scientists develop new varieties that can thrive amidst changing climatic and environmental conditions, develop high-yield and disease variant varieties that are essential for food security of Pakistan. This is the latest achievement in long-standing and mutually beneficial space cooperation between Pakistan and China. Pakistan has strongly condemned Israel's recent decision to legalize 9 settlements in the occupied Palestinian territory. We believe this action is a clear and flagrant violation of international law and relevant United Nations resolutions and an encroachment upon the rights of the people of Palestine. We call upon the international community to make greater efforts to stop Israel from creating conditions which hinder the achievement of the two-state solution. On 18th of February, we will mark the 16th anniversary of the tragic Samjhota Express terror attack of 2007 that resulted in the deaths of over 40 Pakistani nationals on Indian soil. The families of these victims are still awaiting justice and the culprits to be held to account, despite irrefutable evidence including personal confessions of a number of Hindutva extremists. It is a travesty of justice that the mastermind behind the blast, Swami Asimanand, has been exonerated of these charges. Pakistan reiterates its demand for justice in this case and calls on India to fulfill its legal obligations, find the perpetrators, and punish them for this reprehensible act. The human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir continue unabated. According to reports, a young Kashmiri, Shamsuddin, son of Jamaluddin, died at an interrogation center in Udhampur after he was subjected to torture that he had to endure since his arrest from his house about a month ago. Shamsuddin is neither the first nor the only incident of Kashmiri youth who have gone missing and are believed to have been killed in custody or fake encounters. We have been raising our concerns about the custodial deaths in IIOJK. Those responsible for such inhumane acts of human rights violations must be held to account. Pakistan will continue to extend political, diplomatic, and moral support to our Kashmiri brothers and sisters for the just and peaceful settlement of the Jammu and Kashmir dispute in accordance with the United Nations Security Council resolutions. I thank you.